Would you flip this to make 20, 25? They can't complain. If they did complain, something wrong with them. People who flipped this property, they knew who their clientele was. They knew who they were trying to attract for this flip. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jean Guirand. I am your investor, flipper, realtor, hard money broker, making real estate full circle. Today's video, we're gonna get into this flip right behind me right here. We're going to assess whether this flip was a good flip or a bust. But before we do that, we're gonna assess the whole property as a whole. We're gonna go into the details of what we thought they spent on the renovation and also give you the breakdown. Does it look good? Does it flow? And break down the numbers to tell you if it's a good flip or not. This flip is in Clermont, Florida, and it just came on the market. And I want to show you guys a finished product so you have a better understanding of flipping properties. So we're gonna tour this flip real quick. I'm gonna do some breakdowns and give you some assessments and then tell you how much it costs to actually renovate this. Now, this is my predictions, right? How much I think it costs. So we're gonna go over this. Now, I flipped a ton of rehabs. I've done over 40 rehabs at this point. Honestly, maybe more than that. But we're gonna go into this video real quick. If you're watching this video, go ahead and subscribe, like the channel, leave me some feedback. I'll tell you exactly what I think. And if you're interested in buying this house, I'll leave the information so you can take a look at it and let me know what your opinion is about this house. So let's get into the video. Okay, this house is 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet. As soon as you walk in, I'm not gonna do a spoiler alert, but to the naked eye, this looks good. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like, I'm gonna tell you what I do like. So let's go right into the hallway. So there's a long hallway entry point that you're gonna walk into that goes directly to the living room and dining room combo into the kitchen. Now, when you do this long walk, it's an amazing long walk behind me. Look at this, it's a nice flow. Take a look at the lights, I already did the lights, so it looks good. But we're here in the kitchen, living room, and dining room combo. This house is an open floor plan, everything is all together. Take a look at it. So first thing I noticed is the floors. Now these floors, oh my gosh, I'm in love with these floors. Love them. Nice plank, waterproof tile, LVP. In my opinion, they did a good job on the floors. Like it. I believe they spent roughly around $6,000. Now the next thing that we're gonna talk about is the baseboards. I'm always telling people, make sure you put nice, beautiful baseboards in your flips because it accentuates the property. It makes it a grand feel. It looks nice, modern, and sleek, and they did that. They executed on the baseboards in this house. Look at these things. Nice, white, and crispy. Look at them. Great job. And this one did a good job. They went all the way to the trim. So the door casing trim, they went throughout the whole property and made sure it matches. Typically, what you'll see is the baseboard is done, but the casings are not done. So I'll give them credit for that. I say A+. They get an A+ for that. So the baseboards and casing and trim, I'm gonna say $2,000 on that. So let's get right into the kitchen. The kitchen is amazing, nice design. This is what people are going for right now. We have nice 42-inch cabinets up top, shaker. Let's see if these things are self-closed drawers. Okay, they self-close. So the kitchen, I'm gonna break down the kitchen. So they have ports here. So the kitchen, they probably spent on the tops about $3,000, let's say $3,500 to be safe. I would say they spent on the cabinets, to be safe, around $3,000 to $3,500. And to do install, probably $1,500 to do installation on this for sure. Appliance package probably ran them. They did a standard Whirlpool throughout the whole house. So they probably spent on that a total of $3,000 right there. So if you do the math on the kitchen, roughly around $10,000, which is good for this kitchen. Now, it could be off, but the numbers are not my numbers. This is what I would typically pay for this kitchen. It'll probably cost me around maybe $10,000, $11,000 for sure. So we talked about the floors, we talked about the kitchen, we talked about the baseboards. Let's talk about the light fixtures in this house. Now, they kept some of the old light fixtures. I don't like this for about $100. I could have changed that. Because if you're gonna give me a nice ceiling fan here and nice light fixtures throughout the hallway in the bedroom, why not be consistent with it? But when you're flipping properties, sometimes you gotta be mindful of the budget. So I understand that, right? So I'm not gonna completely nick them for this, but they could have did it. So let's go into these bathrooms and we can talk about the rest. So the bathroom, they did a phenomenal job. You could tell they bought the Wayfair vanities here, which did a good job. I like it. Toilet, the only thing they didn't do here was they didn't do the shower. They kept the same inserts. They didn't paint it. They could have better on that. But it's a budget flip, I think, but the budget probably didn't allow for this, to be honest with you. But they gave you a new toilet seat here. They gave you new mirrors, new light fixture. They're good. So right when you walk into the house, immediately you have 2 bedrooms to your left. So I'm at the entrance right here. You have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So typically it's a split floor plan because the master is on the opposite side, on the right. So it looks good. And you have a lot lot of closet space here. So one thing I do like about this flip, what they did do here is you still have your closet shelf. You still have the closet hardware here. They all match throughout. They did all the things. Flippers will always overlook this. These pieces of hardware just makes the house look brand new. If you're competing with new construction, particularly where this house is located, you're gonna wanna do that. Look at this. New knobs throughout. Another thing that flippers always miss, door stoppers. They got them right here. Door stoppers, we're good with that. So right now, I don't think they spent money on replacing any doors, but they did do paint. So let's go into the paint. Now this paint is very neutral, very neutral. Very popping right now. You're like, hey, I haven't heard anything negative or bad. Sorry, you in this video, probably nothing really gonna be 100% bad. They executed on this flip. They literally executed. This is what I would do in this flip myself. Paint, amazing. Great job on the paint, good selection. They made sure that it's neutral, that it'll appeal to the masses. Somebody walks in here, they'll fall in love with it. They can't complain. If they did complain, something wrong with them. To paint the inside of this house, it will probably cost them about $2,500 to $3,000. That's including the labor and the material. Now, I'm not sure they painted the outside, so I'm not gonna factor that in, but what I am gonna factor in, they do the roof and the AC. The AC says 2024 here on the unit. If I could zoom in. So this unit, they probably spent about, let's just say $5,000 for sure. So we're gonna tally all this stuff here. I'm gonna tally it to the best of my abilities and kind of give you a full number. Let's go into this master. Master, nice, same consistent theme. If you notice here that there's not a lot of breaks into the flooring, it's all consistent, cohesive. Now the master closet, it's beautiful. I mean, look at this master closet, it's beautiful. So people who flipped this property, they knew who their clientele was. They knew who they were trying to attract for this flip, and they did the right things. So by the time you're watching the video, like, it's not a bust. No, it's a great flip. They did a good job on this flip. Look, I'm inside the master bathroom right now. Double vanity, looks beautiful. Nice mirrors to match. Nice light fixtures to go on top. Quality vanity too. They didn't upgrade the showers, but that's a consistent theme. You know, they gotta leave you something to do too, right? So you could change the tile if you want. You could change the shower glass if you want, but they did do a good job on this flip, in my opinion. Now, are they gonna make money on this flip? I don't know. Keep watching the video, you're gonna find out. All right, so let's break down the other numbers that I didn't talk about while walking the property. The bathroom, I'm gonna say they spent about $2,000 on the hallway bathroom and about another maybe $2,500 on the master bathroom, the primary bathroom, right then and there. I'll say $2,000 and $2,500 is very safe. All the light fixtures and all the light trimming, trim out, which would be your ceiling fans, your flush mount recessed lights. I'm gonna say they spent about $1,000 on that. In addition to that, I talked about the roof. To do the roof on this size house, if they got a good deal on it, probably roughly around $10,000. And also a few other things I noticed, which I'm gonna walk with you real quickly now. In the garage, they did epoxy. Typically you don't see that. So you could tell it kind of went a little above and beyond. And they really understand their clientele. But the thing is this still a good flip or is it a bust? They did an epoxy floor. That's about $600, $1,000 right there. And they changed all the hardware throughout. So I'm gonna give them about $1,000 on all the hardware, door handles, latches, the hinges, knobs. Actually, it might be a little bit more excessive. Let's just say $500. Let's backtrack, $500 here. And another thing I didn't check was the water heater. Let's see if they replaced the water heater. They did a lot of things in here, right? They did the roof, they did the AC, they did all the mechanicals that we preach about when we tell people, nah, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. But look, the epoxy floor, you got it. So realistically, I'm gonna say roughly they probably spent around $50,000 on this property to bring it up to speed, right? So let's just say they spent $50,000. They purchased it for $335 or $339. Let's just say $340. And I'm gonna say they spent around $50. So they're really into this thing $390 and they're listed it for $435. So they might not make no money. This might be a bust for them, but to the person buying this, they're getting something good. Now, let's say the rehab was $10,000 less. They probably make around $25,000, maybe 30 on this house, maybe. So for me, would I do it? No, because the profit margin's not there. I'm only making $30,000, you know, maybe 25. I don't know. Would you flip this to make 20, 25? Because we all know when you're flipping houses, things can kind of change a little bit. So that's just my numbers, what I'm coming up with, and you let me know. So, hey, if you like this style of video, go ahead and subscribe. If you need funding for your flip, go ahead and click the link in the description. We can get you funded for your flip in 24 to 48 hours. This is what I do on the daily basis. I coach students on how to do this. I help them with the acquisitions. I help them with the funding. I help them with the contractor piece because we all know you make money on acquisitions and you make money in the contracting because if you buy it right, you fix it right, you don't have any hiccups, you can make a lot of money flipping houses. So I had a student who just closed on one of her properties. She netted a good amount, like almost 6 figures. So that's a unicorn, not typical. The average average flip, you're gonna make anywhere between $40,000 to $50,000. Right now is the best time for you to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. My job is to make real estate full circle for you. If you're buying properties on acquisition, that's my job. If you're trying to fund your deal, that's my job. If you're trying to find contractors in the Florida area, we do that here. If you're somewhere else, I can help you with the acquisitions and the funding. Not necessarily contracting, but I can help you with that. So I think they did a wonderful job. They did do the roof. The roof is new, I know. Now, do you think they spent more than $40,000 renovating this house? 50, 60, or 70? Who knows? And will they make a profit on that number, right? You still gotta pay real estate commissions. You still gotta pay closing costs. If you borrow hard money, that's creeping up on you too as well. All right, so I'm out. This video's ended. This house is in Clermont. If you're interested, I will also put the realtor's information below. For the buyer buying it, it's great. For the flipper, I don't know. I'm out. See you next video. Boop, boop.